Hey guys, what's up? This is Bobby from One More at Fitness. And today I want to talk to you guys about like the power of the habit. And if you guys have checked out any of my stuff, especially with nutrition, you know that I don't really believe in strict diets that allow you to that make you just will yourself to it, because I don't think they're sustainable. And I believe if you want results, you want to do things that you can do for a long time, right? Because who wants to? Because as soon as you stop doing that thing, that detox, that shake diet, or any other diet that you can't do for a long haul, once you fall off, you go right back to it. So, and same thing with training. If you don't do training that you like and that you love, you're eventually gonna stop. Okay. And basically, and this has a lot to do with the science of your brain, and this is what I'm going to talk about today, is the power of habits. It's actually a great book. If you're into reading, I would definitely check it out. It'll give you a whole new perspective on why we kind of do the things we do. But I'm going to start with the story. There's a story that this book starts with, and basically this older guy, he gets something in the stem of his brain. I forget what exactly it is, but it destroys a part of his brain. The part of his brain to form new thoughts, so he can't form new thoughts or memories. So his wife has to take care of him. He can't work anymore. He can't really do much, because when you can't remember, you'll get very confused. You don't remember where you are. It made life very tough. But what she did, she wanted to try to keep him as healthy as possible. She would take him for walks, all right, down the street from the house, and he would collect these pine cones every time, okay. And he'd come home and he'd put them on the table. He'd just watch TV, and that's the way he did most of his stuff, all right. Right, and his wife was very consistent with this, all right. And then one day the wife came down. The wife was busy, didn't take him for the walk. He came down. She came down. The door was wide open, okay. And she looked on the couch. He wasn't there, and she was worried. She was frightened. She ran down the street. She was looking for him. She was afraid that maybe some people were picking on him. Maybe he got hit by a car. She was so worried. And then when she got home, when she walked in the house, she saw him. She was sitting on the couch, and he had the pine cones in hand. Right. So if you don't get if you don't kind of get what happened with the story, is that he cannot form any new thoughts or memories. All right. But the power of the brain to form habits is so powerful that he was able to form the habit, and that he just did that on such a subconscious level. Okay. And that's the power of habits. All right. If we can train our brain to make things into a legitimate habit, things are so much easier, because it becomes a part of you, something you do here. And I'm going to give you, I'm going to break down what really forms a habit. Basically, what happens is your brain sees like a cue, like a message. Okay, so say you get up. Say the first thing you do is brush your teeth. So as soon as you wake up, you brush your teeth. So waking up is your cue. You automatically brush your teeth. So what your brain does is, once your brain sees this cue, it wants to go on this automatic, almost like program, so you don't have to think about it. Okay. And if you kind of think back, you probably notice things like, maybe if you drive to work every day, sometimes you're just not even really thinking about it. You just get there somehow. But it's the same thing. Okay, so your brain sees a cue. Okay, and that cue triggers like a program, and then you run that program. Okay. And then at the end of the program, there's usually some type of reward. Okay. And if there's a really strong reward, that habit becomes very powerful. Okay. And then it becomes this loop, okay? Because once your brain sees this cue, it knows once it runs that program, you're going to feel that reward, okay? This is why dieting becomes so tough. This is why if you hate your nutrition so bad, you can never really make it to a habit, even if you force yourself to do it for 30 days. All right? What can become a habit is if you do something consistently, your brain learns the program, and then by doing that, there's some type of reward to it. If that's mentally, emotionally, physically, okay? Again, that's why sometimes, if you're on a diet, you might eat a donut in the morning, but you're and then after you eat the donut, you're oh shit, I'm not supposed to eat that donut. I'm on a diet, just because that's a program that you have. So if you guys want to make sustainable changes, what we want to do is, first of all, be consistent, so we form that habit, and that our brain can know the program. So going to sleep each night at the same time, trying to get a very solid workout schedule, a solid eating schedule, and then doing it on a consistent basis. But this is the powerful thing: if there's no reward at the end, no immediate satisfaction at the end, it's not going to turn into a powerful habit. This is why if you sit down every time you eat and you're oh crap, I don't want to eat this food. This food's gross. I'm sick of being on this diet. That you cannot turn that into a habit. Okay, but if you if you build good nutritional habits and you don't mind, and maybe you even like healthy foods, all right? And you start eating foods that you like, healthy foods that you like, and not perfect foods, all right? And when you sit down, you're kind of excited, and you know that you're gonna enjoy the meal. And same thing with a workout. If you go in and you're excited because I really like this workout, and when I leave, I'm gonna feel good, okay? And especially as your body gets results, right? It's going to create that loop where you're gonna think about, hey, I'm working out. You're gonna automatically want to go to work out. You're gonna feel good for working out, and then it's just like this loop, right? And that's what creates a habit here, guys. Okay. So my biggest two advices for you is find a workout that you really enjoy, that you love, that you're looking to look forward to it. Okay, and find a nutrition program that works, that you enjoy. Okay. Because if you don't enjoy it, it's not going to be sustainable. You might lose 20, 30 pounds in 3 months, but you probably won't sustain it for a long period of time, okay? So I wanted to give you that habit loop. Hopefully you stuck through the whole video. If you have any questions about this stuff, and guys, this stuff is this stuff is extraordinarily powerful. Definitely check it out. If you're into reading, I definitely recommend the book Power of Habits. Thank you, guys.